What we building about now? We building about love, true love. Now, it's been thrown around saying that, love is understanding. This and that and the third, True. Love is the highest elevation of understanding. You go through hell to come out right to get that shit. You showing the love of yourself, the love of the all, the love of the Most High, the love of the Oversoul, whatever you want to call it, the source. And that's you. Now, in this world, they found a way to basically come fucking this close to stripping you all the way away from your spirituality. I'm talking about as a whole. It's only a few that learned how to manipulate the gene, came and didn't let the gene manipulate them, which is the soul or the spirit, and become entrapped in this third dimensional reality and repeating life cycles over and over again. Love is the reason why you came back. When you go back to the source, you get that love that you was missing and lacking. So when you come back into the game, it's like, yeah, but when you go back in, you still got your karmic debt you gotta pay. You know that, right? Your spirit contracts and all of that. So it's like, as far as when we dealing with this toxic love, because it's a real toxic love. Basically, you've been taught to love a motherfucker who's abusing you, who shows hate, and then counter it with some form of affection. It's just a traumatization into your mind. And this is to the old and the young, whoever inherited the gene. Because sometimes now it's instilled so deep that in your gene, some beings don't even give a fuck no more. To the point that they feel good when a motherfucker, treat them harmfully. Because we ain't gonna say bad, but just harming. You've been trained to like toxicity. You've been trained to like it. In fact, you've been trained to love it. We all have. See, it's dating all the way back. And it's not too long ago, really, because shit, you used to could live this long. But to the beings in North America, I'm talking about the woolly-haired original man or black man from, the shade from gold all the way to dark. This man who was mutilated, humiliated in front of his family and murdered, castrated, all this shit. And the images in the mind, it implanted into the gene that was passed down. When they raped the mama, just outside of the traumatization of the male getting, getting his shit fucked up, and May watching it. And when a mug gets raped, you got to understand the psychology of this shit. That's why you can't have sex with a woman unless she allows you to. And if she allow you to, then that means that it's okay. But if she don't allow you to, then that means that that's rape. And so if a mug is raping a woman, they're causing, and they caused an orgasmic experience, it's a form of breaking. And they're doing it right now in front of you on shit like ghetto gaggers and all that shit, which I advise not to even really fuck with. Unless you high already vibrating and you already can sustain and know how to fucking control yourself and shit. But they know and understand that we were connected through love. We had love. To the point they can take your mate and you cling to that mug. You gotta understand. When you take your mate, and these mothers love their mate so much, they knew we already had the science of our souls connected, and they came up on the shit. We taught them. You got to remember. So they wanted to see the pain. They did it vice versa and tried it different ways and did different psychotic shit. And this how this spurred up, a cluster A personality, which is the schizophrenia, all that shit, feeding swine and giving you, parasitic entities inside of you that's altering your thoughts and your mind and shit and all of that. And also cluster B's where you just don't even know that you're fucked up. But you're fucked up. See, they classified it now. We'll just tell you like, yo, man, we just know, we'll just feel a mug out and know not to fuck with a certain thing or just know how to fuck with a certain being or something. But now you've been trained to love the image of the Caucasian. But I'm going to say it. If any Caucasian watching, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? I see most likely if you watching self, you're on some elevation or you're on some hateful shit. But you're striving to elevate in some form or fashion, whether it's workout, mental, you relate, shit like that, spiritual. And that's a peaceful thing. But ain't never, and not one time I seen that all white European group came together and donated some funds to, some original deserving people in the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? Or the slums of America or America. So that doesn't mean that say, we need shit like that from you, because this is all spiritual. It's just, but that ain't ever happened. But you always see niggas donating to Salvation Army and Goodwill and all that shit, and they'll turn around and sell the shit back to niggas who go there. You know what I'm saying too. Sometimes the rich go there and they get their shit up too. But, this is how that works over here, man. You know what I'm saying? And the morale has been taken. So love has splitting up, the original people, the family, man, woman, and child, which we have to acknowledge first. That's knowledge and wisdom. Love. And that's what we attain, the highest elevation of understanding. And you pretty much, to obtain it, you're not going to be able to participate in the sacred energy exchange or the self-equality unknown, which is sex. You have to feel the vibration, the frequency, And if you're versed into the self-equality game, then that'll be a plus. That'll be righteous, So, with that being said, I ain't gonna hold it up too long. But love is the glue that keeps us together. You all have your different soul groups, you have your different soul groups, but you have your different soul mates, whether friends or foes or whatever the fuck. You have them all. But when you get with the union, it's a difference. And so all these past life experiences prepared you always for the now moment. And now is always the time. So with that, I'm going to say peace. I love you. And if you're new, hey, you better stay tuned, man, because we're going to be getting it in. Workouts and all that shit. All right? I'll be with you. Peace.